Hey, what if all of a sudden they found a way to give me full vision? So let's think of this theoretically and hypothetically. So, okay, so let's say I got full vision. All of a sudden, I'm seeing stuff I've never seen before. Like, what are these colors? How do I interpret them? And what are these objects in front of me? Are they faces? Are they poles? So basically, I would have to learn how to live in a sighted world. It's gonna be so strange for me. I'd have to learn how to use my eyes. So basically, my brain would have to learn how to see, and it'll take my visual cortex a while to get used to being receiving like more visual stimulation than it already has, and it'll probably take me about 5+ years for me to get used to being sighted, or even 3 years. It's not gonna take like overnight, right? And I'd have to learn how to recognize print letters. I'll have to learn how to recognize faces. That's gonna be overwhelming for me. And just imagine how that would be if you grew up visually impaired and then all of a sudden, doctor found a way to give you full vision. So what I learned in biology is that the brain actually does the seeing, not the eyes. So the brain has to learn how to interpret the visual information that the eyes send to the brain, right? So, and a lot of people think it's the eyes that do the seeing, the ears that do the hearing, but it's actually the brain, right? So imagine 5 years into me living as a sighted person. All of a sudden, I'm going to have to learn how to drive. I'll have to learn how to get used to reading street signs. And I don't know how that's going to feel. It's weird. It's going to be weird for me. And so, for those who grew up sighted, who thinks that giving sight to the blind or visually impaired is going to solve things, actually, it's going to make things weird for us because we grew up with a visual impairment, or we're born visually impaired or blind. So, yeah. And yeah, so basically I would have to get rehab. I would basically have to get rehabilitation to get used to being sighted, and learn how to live in a sighted world, learn how to get used to writing with a pen or pencil. It's gonna be so weird. There was a lady that was given full vision by her doctors, and she had to get used to being sighted, and it was weird for her. She got her sight, like her full vision, in her like mid to late 30s, and it's just really weird for her. All the stimulus is going to take time for me to get used to, if that were the case, that the doctors found a way to give me full sight. And that's how it would be for me.